What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Retro Ground Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny, and this is Season 2 of TCG Resellers. I'm your host, and this is my friend right here, Collectors Dan. Let's welcome Collectors Dan, man, in the house.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, man. First and foremost, what's your real name? I don't think we've met. We probably have at the 101 Night Market.
Yeah.
But I have a horrible memory when it comes to names.
It takes me a while, but my name's Kevin.
Kevin.
I go by Kevin. Yeah.
Kevin. I do remember you saying Kevin. Yeah. First question, man. How did the name Collectors Den come about, bro? Did you have another name prior to that?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was similar. It was the Collectors Den, but then I was like, I needed to take away the, because then there's a couple of other stores also, I think in New Jersey, that are like the Collectors Den or collectibles. So just for licensing purposes, I looked it up, I did a search, and then that's how I came up with Collectors Den. And then LA, just because I'm from Los Angeles. So.
Okay, what part of the valley?
LA? Mostly the San Fernando Valley. That's
yeah. Where do you stay?
Canoga Park.
Canoga Park. Oh, that's cool. That's on that side. You're closer to like King Fandom, huh?
Yeah. That's my local card store. Shout out to them.
Shout out to King Fandom, man. That's for sure. Anything else like that was like a name prior to Collector's Den?
No, honestly, that's the first one.
Like Kevin's Collectibles.
No, I try to stay away from like my name and TCG just because there's so many. Like I was gonna make my daughters recommended like PokeKev or something like that, but there's so many out there, so I just wanted to go with something like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of names for sure. I mean, it's kind of hard, right, to come up with a name.
100%.
So many,
especially for Pokemon.
Pokemon, I know. There's a lot. How long have you been in the reselling game, bro?
Reselling, I just got into it a couple months ago.
A couple months ago, like 3-4 months?
Yeah, probably 3-4 months. I would say it came about just as an idea, because like myself, I'm a collector. I've been a collector for many years. I have a game room. Had a game room before I had my daughter. Had to change it up to her room. But I've been collecting for quite a while. But just started being serious about reselling. I think about 3 to 4 months ago.
And how much money would you say you started, like when you started investing into TCG? How much money have you dropped already?
Nothing.
TCG?
Everything has just been from my collection. That's how much I've hoarded over the years. So, I did my first mistake was reselling my personal collection without doing any research.
Yeah.
Sold a bunch of cards that were probably worth about like 100 to 150 each. I sold them at like 60%, not knowing what I had.
Wow.
And then that's what got me more into like reselling, because I wanted to know what I had.
Yeah.
Then after I started going through my collection, I noticed I have quite a few things that are worth value. So I haven't really invested. Now I'm looking into invest a little bit more.
Okay.
I would say.
So you started with your personal collection,
Correct.
and from there you made some money and you reinvested.
Correct.
So the drop that happened today, that's all Pokemon money from.
Correct.
No
yeah,
way.
I save all that money and then just put that to the side.
And that's how you reinvest.
Correct.
Back into the company.
Correct.
That's legit, man. So not even a penny. That's all personal.
Yeah, all my personal collection has just been reinvested.
How much do you think it's worth right now?
Right now, not much. I would say like 1,500 probably.
1,500?
I would sealed and like singles, because I'm trying to stay on the low end for now, just because I'm trying to get my name out there.
Gotcha. Is there a reason why you stay on the low end? That's your preference?
No, just for me, for now, I would stay on the low end just because I'm trying to do markets now. I mostly see like kids, so I notice a lot of families are not willing to spend that $100 to $300 because they're asking why.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep it like 50 and under, and even then,
it's kind of a little yeah for sure. So your main target, you would probably say, are kids, huh?
Yeah, at the moment, but I eventually I would like to get into like the expos and stuff. That's my goal.
No, for sure, man. No, that's the same thing with my claw machine and my vending machines. My target is the kids, bro.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they don't win, I give them a pack. They get excited.
Yeah. Just seeing their face, like when you give them something free.
For sure.
My youngest daughter, that's why she goes to the markets with me. She's 9. Sorry, 9. Okay. And she loves. Is she
the one that was with you at the 101?
Yeah. She loves giving out cards. She loves giving out stickers. Cool. She's like, she gets so excited when she's there, like
there's
to
something
give out
about
free stuff.
Interacting with people, right?
Correct.
So cool, dude.
Yeah.
And you see their faces, little kids. They get excited.
Yeah.
You know, last Friday, we were at the Santa Clarita Valley at like the mall market. That's a good one. If you want to go sell, that's a good one, bro.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And there was a little kid playing the claw machine, right? And no one had won until that point. And when he grabbed like one of the prizes, bro, he went bananas. He started jumping, he's screaming, But I was so happy on it. And I just pumped him up, and it got like super loud. But that joy of seeing the little kids is so cool, bro. It's priceless, man.
Yeah,
100%. And they can win that for like $1, at the claw machine. So it's definitely cool. My next question would be, What do you think inspired you or triggered you to start reselling, man? Because I'm sure, like, was it the money, or was it, like you said, you wanted to see people's faces and, you know, bringing back that nostalgia feeling to them? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I would say there's a small percentage of money because there is a great investment to bring back if you know what you're doing. But mainly because I find joy. That's like I have a full-time job. I work Monday through Thursday. But honestly, it just brings me joy every time I'm doing this stuff. I don't see it as a job. I don't see it like I'm working.
Yeah.
I have fun, and I like interacting and
Yeah.
networking and meeting new vendors, new people like yourself. I met you
Yeah,
randomly.
for sure, at the 101.
Yeah. So like I like interactions like that, and I feel like this is just my passion. I found something like, and I'm just going with it. So I'm going with the flow now, and it's
cool.
slowly going.
So if you were to vend at a show, let's just say hypothetically, and you didn't make any money, you'll still have a good time?
Yeah, I mean that actually happened to me on my first pop-up. I did it for my local church, I believe a couple months ago.
I remember that's the first one you did, right?
And I got so ready for it for months. I was like getting everything together. I probably put a little bit of money into it, like personally, just for like the tables and stuff and for marketing. But I didn't make much. But I did have a lot of interaction, and I met a lot of people during that event, and it didn't bother me. I had lunch after with my daughters.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I think that's the main. That's probably like the main goal, right? Is to have a really good time.
Yeah.
When you do this Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I go to events, and I'm just like, sometimes, you know, I prep, like you said, I prepped.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's always backwards. When I don't prep,
yeah,
I have so many customers. And when I prep, it's like I have enough, you know, but it's when I don't prep, I'm just like, dragging my feet. And it's when I have so many clients, and it's unexpected. I'm like, man, dude, like, now I actually started getting somebody to help me with my claw machine, because it's a lot, bro.
Oh, gotcha.
Kids lined up, and I have like a little incentive of like, you know, when they spend $20, I give them a little badge. They have a little badge, the Ash Ketchum badges.
Yeah.
And when they collect all of them, they're gonna get the EV surprise gift box, you know.
That's awesome.
But going back to you, so what was your first show? Was that one?
Yeah, it was that one. I mean, prior to that, I was doing Whatnot. I was trying Whatnot, but honestly, I'm very I would say introverted. I don't really like being on stream or even on camera. Like today, I was very nervous about coming in. I was like debating like nonstop, like, oh, I'm gonna be on camera, man. Like I don't want to be on camera. Like most of my stuff is like POV, just showing my hands and stuff. So
that's right.
But I believe just from Whatnot just gave me an idea of like how to interact and how to like get over it and how to just talk to people.
Yeah.
I mean, mainly my main job, I talk to people all day. I don't have a problem with it. But when it comes down to like selling for myself and Pokemon and stuff, it's like I get nervous.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people tell me like, man, you're so good at interacting.
Yeah.
But I think it's, you know, I'm introvert myself, bro. Super introvert.
Yeah.
But a lot of the confidence, bro, because I've done a lot of street preaching because I'm in ministry.
Gotcha.
And I go out there and we street preach. Sometimes we get, you know, people come and start telling us stuff. I approach them with love, you know. But I built that, and it's actually amplified when I go out there and talk about Pokemon, and I'm very interactive. People tell me, hey man, what's up with you? You know, like you can talk on the mic, you can and I'm like, dude, if you only knew me, I'm like, I was super intro. But like you said, you got to start somewhere, bro.
Yeah,
I started.
100%.
You should see my first aquarium service business like videos. They're horrible. It's like, you know, like, but we all start somewhere, bro. And that's what you've had so far, it looks like you've doing it for a long time. Like the Game Tower one.
Thank you.
It looks like you've been doing it for a long time. When you met, you know, my cousin, Super Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you've been doing it.
I'm trying. I just like you said, when I don't put that much effort into videos, like I just go with the flow and then I put them out there. But when I edit them, I feel like when I put that much effort, it doesn't get as much views or as much likes.
When you really, I know, right? It's like when you really try so hard, it's like, you know what? It doesn't get the attention it needs, right?
100%.
And what would you say your first sale at the first show? How much money did you make, if you don't mind sharing that?
I would say $20. A Mega Blastoise. That's
Are you serious?
the first card I sold. Yeah.
A Mega Blastoise.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, for the day, because I also, the reason why I chose Collectors Down LA is I'm not only going to focus on Pokemon cards, I'm going to focus also on collectible items, comics, figurines, toys, because I'm big on that as well. I like a lot of collectibles. I'm into like comics like Spawn, I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Also, I like that as well.
Yeah. Spawn. I haven't heard someone talk about Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn. I have a lot of signed Spawn comics. I love the figurines. All my stuff is just in storage right now because I don't have a game room anymore.
Yeah, your daughter.
Yeah, all my stuff is just clothes and I try to keep it away because my daughters also like to open my sealed things.
I know. That's so funny, man. And you said you made $20. Is that the most you made? Like
no,
how much did you make that day?
That day I think I made like $150 for the day.
Not bad.
Yeah, and the table was like $20. So I made it okay for the day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty cool. And what's been your biggest show? I know you just started, but what's been your biggest show?
Honestly, I think the one upcoming, the street market that's coming up on September 13th, that'd probably be because that's going to be the general public. The one that I did before that was just our local church. So it's just people from our local church.
So you have 2 shows under your belt.
Yeah, correct.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's awesome. So you're like a straight, almost like out and coming reseller.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get into some other local card shows like I had mentioned to you.
Yeah, you haven't tried LA Card Fest, bro, dude.
No, only because I feel like I don't have that much inventory that would be. I don't know. I feel like I'm not willing to like go there because I feel like my case wouldn't be enough. Because, like I said, I'm like $50 to $20 cards, $10 cards, and I have a binder as well, like $1 to $3 cards.
I think that's more than enough, bro. I felt the same way.
Really?
Their first show.
Yeah.
Right. I just had a dollar vending machine, and he was just starting, and he was looking for vendors. I'll get a table, support him.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way. I'm like, man, these guys have high end stuff, and I started looking. And I'm like, yeah, these guys had like 2,000, my neighbor over here, and then this guy. And then, I started walking around, and you have people had little binders, have little setups. I'm like, what? So it made me, I was like, I didn't want to go back for that same reason because I'm like, I don't even collect Pokemon like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then when I went back, dude, that my $1 machines just killed it, bro. They killed it, bro. Killed it. I mean, for it being $1, dude. I mean, just in cash, it was like $360 something. Not even including like the tap, the Venmo,
Yeah.
And just $1 items, bro. So I would say don't feel like dude. People go there. Look, I mean, it's just such a great show. It's probably one of my favorite. I've never been at any other card show.
Yeah.
Like exclusive cards, but that's a really good show. And the host is so cool, bro. Like he let me share my table with someone else to split the profit. Other shows, they don't let you. Other places, vendors, they don't let you split nothing. Like, you can't split. He has to get his own,
Gotcha.
Man, so for 2 shows, what would you say, the last show, how much money did you profit on that one? How much money did you make?
Well, from the last one, it was just, not that much, honestly. I think it was, like I said, $130,
Wow.
I believe.
That was the first one or the second one?
The first one, because the second one I haven't done yet. The second one's coming up September 13th. I believe in Van Nuys on Gilmore Street.
Gilmore Street.
And it's funny because it's a local church parking lot, but this one's open to the public.
Yeah.
So I'm trying.
He had you're trying to what? Sorry.
I'm trying to just do pop-ups for now, like for markets because there's a lot of traffic, and then eventually I'm gonna try to get into trade shows because, like I said, I've been doubting myself about trying to go. I've gotten invited a couple of times for the card shows, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait.
Because you hosted that one. Like when I first saw your ad before I followed you. I'm like, bro, this guy has a grip of stuff, you know? I'm like, I thought you were like a high end, reseller because you had all your seal stuff. You had a sponsored ad. I'm like, man, this guy has a grill, and I'm gonna follow him,
Yeah.
And then it's funny because you're like, Collector's Den. I'm like, it sounds fun. It sounds familiar. And I was like, that's funny. It sounds super familiar.
Yeah.
And when I clicked, I'm like, oh, that's you. That's crazy.
I know, we met by faith.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's so funny, man. So. Man, 2 shows. So I was gonna say, what's your biggest show? What's your smallest show?
I'm just starting out. I just have a couple months.
Any complications or anything that you wish you can do better for the future? Prepare yourself. Anything in that sort of nature?
Just understanding the card market a little bit better, and understanding like conditioning, because everybody's eye is different when they're checking cards and conditioning. I have some people that just put it under a microscope, even surface scratches.
Cards?
Yeah, cards in general, or when I'm buying as well, just sourcing, having issues with that. But that's why I'm networking a lot. I'm trying to find the right people. I've found a couple of people that I'm working with now. Yeah. But I think that's the biggest problem is sourcing cards, getting the cards for the right price, getting at least, obviously, because I'm a vendor, I would like to get a percentage off.
Of course,
to make some money back. But honestly, in this day and age with the market's really high. Everybody's trying to make money.
Of course.
But I'm that's why I network a lot. I try to drive around everywhere, even out of LA. I found a couple of people in San Dimas.
No way.
There's a couple card stores out there that have a big following as well. So I'm trying to bring them over here also to the valley.
That's awesome, man. You checked out Game Tower too, huh?
Yeah.
They have good stuff.
Oh yeah, they
Yes, good stuff.
honestly, I was brought back from all the like games, all the Super Nintendo games, all the GameCube games. I was like, man, I was telling my daughters, like, look, this is what we played on, pixelated games. We didn't play that stuff that you can just cloud game and things like that. We had to actually wait, sit there. If you lost your file, that's it. Yeah, exactly.
All those struggles. Huh?
Yeah, 100%.
That's insane. I know. That stuff brings. Yeah, Game Tower. He's super cool, man, and he has. I feel like he has really good prices.
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
I feel like he has really great prices.
That's funny that you say that because I'm actually gonna check him out after this. I brought some stuff to go.
To
Yeah, I'm gonna go trade. Yeah.
Oh no way, he trades too.
Yeah, he started trading. They trade for a percentage for Pokemon cards,
No
and
way.
also they buy stuff as well.
No worries. You're good. Have you ever been scammed or try to get ripped off, bro? Like by anyone? Like now that you're vending?
Luckily, no.
Not
It hasn't happened. No, not at all. But I'm very worrisome when I'm like checking cards or what. Like one thing I tried to do was try to buy on like OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. But honestly, I don't like it. I took off all those apps, and I rather just do in person now. Or if like word of mouth, like you, for instance, you say, "Oh, I know this guy that has a binder for sale." That's the only way. Because I feel like everybody's trying to get $1 off cards nowadays.
Yeah.
And not just cards, just in general, just collectibles in general.
Yeah, for sure. And everyone's trying to sell them.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Man, what's the one thing that bothers you, bro, when it comes to like vending, like customers? Is there anything that bugs you? Like you try to lowball you and they keep insisting, or anything? Just in general?
No, so far no, I haven't had any issues with anything vending yet. Not yet. I'm sure something will come up.
Yeah.
I'm sure because there's a lot of people that try to get like you already have you took your time, right? Take maybe 4 hours to sit there and sticker off each price and even still try to give a discount, and then they still try to take off like whatever $2-3 off a $10 card. Maybe that's probably the only thing that I would say.
That just kind of upsets you, bothers you.
Yeah, because you take your time.
Yeah,
and,
man.
But I understand some people, like if they're buying 10 cards or 15 cards at once, like a lot.
But just one card.
Yeah, but just one card. Like I took my whole night. Like I took my whole night. You're gonna ask me.
How long does it take you to price your cards? When
it depends on lots, but like I would say maybe 1 to 4 hours. Because now you have other apps also. Not only TCG Marketplace, you have other apps. That people are going based on also. Same for slabs. They're not just going based on last sold on eBay. They're going. I don't know. I haven't done my research on the app, but I believe it's alt or I'm not sure. I've heard that a lot lately because I'm trying to stay away from slabs for now. Trying to just do raw cards.
Slabs?
No slabs for now. Only for my personal collection.
Wow.
But I'm doing only raw ungraded cards. That's what I'm mainly trying to focus on.
Wow. So you've been having good sales when it comes to raw cards?
Correct. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome, man. What's been your biggest sale?
For raw cards off market, I would say just one single card. It was a tag team card for like $180. Okay. That was my first big sale. And then from there, that's when I was like, oh, there's money to be made here.
Oh, that was your first sale?
Yeah.
Before you even started
like before officially? That's what like really got me more
That's what triggered it?
Yeah.
Wow. That's so cool, man. And everyone ever try to steal from your table, bro?
No.
You keep a good eye on this stuff?
I keep my eye on it because I also part of my other job is security and security cameras.
You have a camera set up at your booth or no?
No, I don't have a camera set up on my booth, but also part of the security that I do, I also train like Krav Maga and stuff. So part of it is awareness. So I'm always aware of my surroundings, and that I practice that a lot. So I bring that into vending. Also, my wife, my kids, they do that when we go out. We're always watching our surroundings. Go to a restaurant, I sit facing the table. They watch also, like keep an eye out. We're always like aware because nowadays you never know.
It's true.
Getting into your car, you can get robbed
side note, but for sure I'm with you because I see people wearing their AirPods, bro, and they're just chilling. Well, I'm like, I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel super sketch, bro.
100%.
If I only have one just in case I have to answer the phone, but to have both in, that's pretty rough, bro.
100%.
That's you never know what can happen, bro. Someone could come, God forbid something happens,
Yeah, in today's day and age, everybody's a lot of people are struggling in today's society, so they're looking for a quick dollar.
Any way they can make a quick buck, right?
100%.
Lately I've been seeing that you know that there's a lot of people, you know, stealing at card shows, bro.
Yeah, I've
It's
been
crazy,
watching a lot
huh?
of those videos also.
That's
It's insane
insane.
that
Yeah,
and they're doing it right in front of the
that's
vendor. But I believe
insane.
that I think they have so much trust in the community. They don't think that would happen to them. Because I just watched one last night because I like watching a lot of the vendor POVs and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And those came up yesterday. And it's younger kids. They're just standing there because they don't think that they're gonna get caught. But they don't know. Obviously, everybody's recording now. Everybody has their
yeah.
shots. They're gonna
You
review
kind
it.
of have to,
And
man.
then to steal Pokemon cards, and you're gonna get banned, not be able to go to the shows.
That
It's kind of
sucks, bro.
pointless.
Yeah, bro. You're never gonna go back to a card show.
And
You're banned.
binder cards, right? You know, maybe the max $20-$30 on the binder cards
Yeah,
that they're
bro. Yeah,
stealing.
I've seen a like a POV or like a, you know, a vendor, and a dude had a tin. He slid it out, bro.
Oh
And he
man,
was just kind of like this. He literally slid it out, bro. And the
wow.
dude caught it, you know, because he went back to his binder and it wasn't there. And he
Yeah,
was just looking, going back and forth. And he slid out the card and he put the card like that
yeah.
in back of the tin. And he just flipped it over and he just walked out like that. I'm like, that's crazy.
I think that's one thing I would be worried about. Like once I hopefully I make it to the bigger card shows. That's one thing. Getting robbed for like the low end stuff, because that still hurts at the end of the day.
Yeah,
That
bro, it
comes
adds
into
up.
cuts into your
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah. It
profits.
adds up 100%, man. And what would you say your total amount of like investing towards everything that you have, you know, whether it's tables, canopy, how much have you invested in your business?
I would say roughly just a guesstimate, anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 so far.
2500.
But as of now, from today, I'm actually saving because I want to buy heavy pretty soon. So I'm thinking
When
about
you say heavy, what does that mean?
buying heavy. I would say cause spending like a good amount, maybe about like $3,000 to $4,000.
And
So
what kind of raw cards?
raw cards,
That's
yeah.
it. You just kind of want to stick to raw?
Yeah, at the moment, yes.
Okay.
I have a lot of vendors that I've met, and I tell them that they're like, you say that, but once you start getting into the market and people start knowing you, you're gonna get into high end slabs.
Yeah.
I was like, eventually, but
Yeah.
for now, I don't really understand. I understand slabs. I get it because I collect them, but
Yeah.
I feel like the raw cards have more value for me, and I can get rid of them quicker than having the graded cards as well. Because some people look for the raw cards because they're not as expensive as the graded card.
Got it. I see what you're saying. You think that there's probably more people that are willing to buy a raw card versus a slab.
Yeah, because they're on budget. For instance,
Gotcha.
a raw card could be $180, but a PSA 10 can go for $500 or $600. So they're not going to spend that $600. They're going to spend on the raw card
And
180.
then maybe they could grade it themselves, right?
Correct, but then you
It'd
take
be
the
cheaper.
chance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You take the
but
chance.
you still could get graded. So
Yeah.
it'll still be a slab at a
Correct.
much cheaper fraction
That's
of the
my
price.
thinking. That's what I would think.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do also. Sometimes I like a card that's graded that's a 10, but
Yeah.
I'd rather spend the $200 or $100 instead of
Yeah.
spending the $1,200.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I've never seen? I've never seen a PSA 1.
You haven't seen the PSA 1?
I've never seen
Oh,
the
you got to
PSA
watch Pokemon Master Blaster. He has a whole series of POVs, and he collects a lot of the PSA 1s, like the older cards. And that's all
How
he
bad are
collects.
PSA 1s?
Well, they're bad. They're really bad for people that actually want a pristine card. But for instance, you can get yourself a great PSA 1 that if it was a 10 would be valued at 5K. You can get it for like $300.
Wow.
So that's probably why
it's
people.
still kind of expensive.
It's still expensive. Yeah, it's still expensive. There's a lot of PSA 1s that are expensive.
Wow.
Gold Star PSA 1s are expensive. A lot of the older Charizard base cards are expensive. PSA 1 still go for a few $100s. There's a lot of collectors that like PSA 1. I'm not sure if it's for the value or just because there's not that many PSA 1s.
Yeah, I've never
for certain
I don't
cards.
think I've ever seen a PSA 1.
Yeah.
I've been trying to look, like PSA. Everyone wants the 10s. Huh?
Yeah.
Everyone wants the 10s, man. No, I that's what I was thinking. I'm like, should I submit? I'm a first gen guy, the first Pokemon.
Same.
The first gen. I'm just like I want to. If I'm gonna get some, graded, it's gonna be those, like my favorite Pokemon. And just keep
Gotcha.
it for my collection. I'm wondering if I submit some, if there'll be like a low PSA, which I don't really care. I just want to have them as a slab.
Yeah.
All my personal collection is gonna be stuff that I rip and I open and I submit. So that's just something that that I thought. What's a great piece of advice that you would want to give someone who is just starting, bro?
I would say just follow through with your idea. don't hold on so much on like, oh, I'm gonna start maybe next month. Just start. Like even if you don't have any inventory or whatnot, just start with just your first pack or anything. Just get your name out there. Because if you just have the idea and you don't bring it out, like myself, I held on to the idea for months. This idea started in the car with my friend, and then I actually he pushed me and I just started going with it. So the advice I would say, just whatever idea you have, if you're gonna start vending or selling, just follow through. Don't wait so long, because there's a lot of competition right now.
There is, bro.
A lot.
So many.
Yeah.
So many. Obviously resellers is competitive.
100%.
Super competitive, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like you said, everyone's trying to make money out of this.
Yeah.
It's moving so fast. The Team Rocket, Destined Rivals ETB didn't come out that long ago, bro.
Yeah, I feel like every month we're getting like new sets. Like we don't have time to enjoy one pack,
bro.
then another one comes out, another one comes out.
It's
like
insane.
I was excited when Destined Rivals came out, because I'm a big Team Rocket
too.
guy. That was like the one card that had brought me back also into collecting. I was excited when I heard that it was coming back. I was like, oh, the stamp cards, and then that they didn't have Jesse and James in the cards. I was like, oh man.
I know. I was the same way, but yeah, I'm a Team Rocket guy too. And when Destined Rivals came, I've never done like an overnight, and I to get an ETB.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is gonna be my one-time experience. I told my wife I'm gonna be in line, and we were there since like my buddy was there at 1 o'clock at the GameStop. He was the first one, and he's like, hey, you better come, you better hurry up, man, because there's a couple dudes, they're gonna probably like, they're scoping me out, they might come through,
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. So I got there like at 4, and then once I got there, 2 other guys got there, and then some of my buddies came, but we were there from like 4 till the next day 11 a.m. But I wanted the ET, I'm really skeptical when it comes to buying, like a ETB from someone else. Like
100%. Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know, was it resealed? What if they bought it and it's resealed? I mean, I don't know. That's just the way I think. And I'm thinking like, I know this GameStop one because I've seen videos where people open it and it's like junk in there, bro.
Yeah.
And it's just like manuals and like cheap cars.
Yeah, you gotta really get good at, like, that's what I'm trying to learn also, because I'm still learning what to look for on the packaging itself, because I guess there's a type of Teflon or whatnot that they use that you gotta really look at the seams and all that. But sometimes people have some that are really old and they might have just a tear in it, and that brings the value down also. But that might look off, but to like people that don't know.
Yeah, it's 100%. So that's why when I was like, you know what, when Destined Rivals came back, it's kind of sparked me up, because I'm like, that's Team Rocket. I love Team Rocket, man.
Same, I'm the same.
Like I send all my friends, I'm like, I like Team Rocket because Meowth is Mexican, dude. You ever seen that?
No,
I gotta send it to you, bro. So there's
that.
like a little clip where they're talking about food, and Meowth's like, can we get some tacos? And all my buddies laugh like, bro, Meowth is Mexican.
That's hilarious.
Like, I just mess around with them, but who makes it better, bro? A side question. Or actually, what cereal is better, bro? Lucky Charms or Fruity Pebbles, dude?
Oh man, I'm not a big cereal guy, but when I was eating cereal, I would say Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms?
Lucky Charms, just because of the flavor of the marshmallows. I would say.
The little marshmallows, huh?
Fruity Pebbles is good, but I'm not really like into like the fruit flavor, but the marshmallow, I like sweet stuff more. I would say Lucky Charms.
I actually like Fruity Pebbles, the milk, when it's all soggy.
Oh man, no, I try to eat it before it gets soggy.
You like it crunchy?
Yeah, I like it crunchy. No. I don't know. Like once it gets soggy for me, unless I'm eating like the chocolate Cocoa Pebbles, then that one, then I'll wait till it gets soggy.
Yeah, so you're a crunchy guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I can't do my cereal like soup. Like we bought a Cookie Crisp last night, my daughter, but I wait for it to get soggy. I can't eat it crunchy. I don't know. Like I feel like it's too much work, bro.
Oh, man.
Like even with the regular hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
I do the hot Cheeto puffs, bro, because it's less work, because they're soft. Like I just like it. Like I just like it softer, man. And for someone starting, what would you say would be a perfect number if they were trying to start and they said, you know what, I'm on a budget? When you first started, obviously it was personal collection, but if you were to start all over again, how much money would you say you would need to get your company started?
Gotcha. I would roughly say you could even start with $500, $500 to $1,000. If you know how to buy well singles, you can make a not a big profit, but that can start you off. I would say $500 to $1,000. Yeah.
If you were to start all over, what would you buy if you had $500?
If I had $500, most likely,
For
500 probably wouldn't get me that far now, because for the cards that I'm looking for, like any mega cards, XY era, or any tag team cards right now because it's going up only because that new game's coming out pretty soon. I believe the ZA game for the Switch, which I'm gonna go for for the drop, even though I could buy it online, but I want the experience.
No, yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah. So you would say you would buy a lot of raw cards or like you think there's money to be made? I'm sure there is, right? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, but like just selling packs.
There is, but honestly, anything I feel like the modern stuff isn't selling as well as like if you're holding on to like let's say fossil packs or any vintage packs.
They sell more.
They sell more because people are looking to collect those. I mean, there is a market for the modern packs. Obviously, I mean, you saw when Journey Together came out, that was going great for a while up until the other sets started releasing. Then they forgot about Journey Together. They forgot
what was the set after Journey Together? Was it Destined Rivals?
You know what? I don't want to say if it was because I'm not too sure. I think it was.
I was a little excited about that, but then I'm like, nah, not really, you know, because I saw a Japanese the Destined Rivals.
Yeah.
And then from there, like I was like, I'll just wait for the Destined Rivals. But yeah, I seen that Journey Together just kind of flopped, huh?
Yeah, 100%. It stayed out for.
What was the chase card on that?
I believe the Lily's Clefairy, which my daughter pulled while we were at home just having dinner. Like I said, my kids like opening my packs. I had a lot of sealed stuff, and my daughter's like, "Dad, come on, let's see. What if that card's in there?" And honestly, her pull rate on chase cards is the best. I have the worst pull rate. That's why I don't open sealed. I'll just buy my card, the one that I want. But she pulled that chase card from Journey Together, and then she pulled, I believe.
How much is that card worth?
Well, when it was popular, it was about $250 because it had dropped. It was $350, and then when she pulled it, it was about $220, I believe. Wow. So I told her, I was like, you can hold on to it for long term, but she's not a collector, so she wanted to sell it and go shopping. So
of course.
She sold the card and she went shopping. I wish I could have held on to it just because it's like a memory for me that my daughter pulled the card.
No, for sure.